Want to see something cool? Frankie.
You're being recorded.
Frankie, speak.
Speak.
I know you can speak.
Speak. Speak.
Speak. Speak. Speak. Speak. Okay. Shake. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Oh.
A pig.
I taught my dog how to speak. All right, let's go do this review.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stay out the garage. I'm going to do a review. All right. That was my little dog. All right, so this is Huffy Bayside. You'll probably see them at Walmart for $200 or 200? Yeah, $198. Honestly, they're worth $150. They're heavy, and the gearing that comes on it sucks. The tires are soft. The brakes are kind of, you know. It's those chintzy, not so wide, gray looking. The seat is uncomfortable for me, for a grown man, because of the, I guess because of the crank is a forwards crank. It does not feel comfortable for me. This is my bike, so it's hanging up, but it's a little bit forwards, but man, it's night and day comfort. I don't like it. My 9-year-old, I built this for my 9-year-old. It's got a Zedda Triple 40. I put a single speed, which this is a, it's not a cassette, it's a freewheel. It's got a freewheel, single speed. I changed the gearing on the front because the single speed I got was an 18 tooth, and I should have got like a 22, because I forgot to calculate that this 48, I think it's a 44. 44 was on there, so I just cut it off, and I cut this off another one and drilled and put it in there, and it works fine. It's a 36. So 36 in the front, 18 in the back, and that's a good starting gear. I got her a little light on the back. Those are cool. You get them online. One click, another click, a third click, fourth, then they're off. They come with a headlight. Don't expect this headlight to be like to light your path. It just lets people know you're there. A basket holder. She's got her sticker. Not today, Satan. She biffed one time. She biffed it pretty good on a speed bump. It was too dark and she didn't see it, and she just crashed it, but good thing she had blue jeans on. The stock chain is junk, just like on my other video. It's a transmission chain. It's gold, which is kind of neat because it matches the bike again. So this thing is badass. It's a heavy duty chain. It's the H. Got the Delardo clone, and only because we live up here in 4,700 foot altitude. It was probably in the 20s, and we wanted to ride. We didn't give a shit. So we're like, all right, let's put all the winter clothes on and ride. And she had the NT carburetor, like what I have here, that came stock on hers. She had that one, and it would go and then die. Go, and then I figured out, oh, okay, it's flooding. So it takes a while, the carburetor dries out, then you can start it back up, and it'll do it over and over again. So I was like, damn, I need a jet down for the weather and the altitude. But I couldn't, because the NT carburetors I'm getting have 7mm threads on them. And nobody makes a 7mm thread that's like a 65 jet. So I bought a Delardo clone. And I was able to jet this down. I tried, it comes with a 72. I did 70. It was still too rich. It was shooting fuel all back here. Then I tried 68. Still a little too rich. Put a 65 in there. Bing, bang, boom. High altitude works great. Cold weather, most importantly. I couldn't get the other one to start. But this one, the 65 jet, runs like a clock on a Zedda Triple 40 with the 48 tooth sprocket. And she's got the 27.5 wheels, which is funny because you can still put a tube on her for a 26. So riddle me that, Batman. I've never liked this style handlebars. The kind where it just seems girly. I like a motorcycle type handlebar. It looks like that bend up and they're short. That way you can go, if you have to go through some trees, you're not hitting your handlebars on sticks and shit. You know, you can go through tight little spaces. But another Amazon thing I put on my bike too. It just makes life simpler, especially for a kid. Squeeze one, it stops both. There's a exhaust pipe that goes up into here, so the airstream would go down, up, and then back down. I cut that one off, just like on my other video. And it showed huge improvements. I need to get a chain tensioner. I just got one over here for my bike, which I really like. It's pretty cool. So the tension is pulling it down. Doesn't hang down too much. And you know, I had it pops off every now and then. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. That's why I spent the $13 and got this, and I like it. But how am I going to be able to mount it? See, it doesn't have a dropout hanger. It has these two holes. I want to find something that either mounts on the axle or on these two holes and then puts tension. Because this one, if I get on it, it will pop. It will skip a gear. Her, no. She's not that heavy, but yeah, that's the bike. Huffy Bayside. Like I said, it's heavy. I just weighed this. It weighs 55 pounds right there, sitting as it is. Mine, 45 pounds. It's a very light, specialized frame. But it's got a heavier engine, so, you know. Steel wheels, I think. Steel wheels here, aluminum there. So there's a lot of steel on this one, and there's a lot of aluminum on this one, even though the frame is steel. The crank arms are steel. The crank arms used to be aluminum, but that didn't last long. Got a little phone holder. These freaking clutches here, this one worked. I think there's a spring on it or something, but look, it goes too far. So now you gotta put your head over and kind of measure it and then let go kind of slow and stuff, and it's like a pain in the ass, man. I think that one with the button would have been better. But now I don't want to get one because that means I gotta take that off and all that. Yeah, just whatever, just leave it on there. If you do get one, get the one with the button. I think that would be better. One more thing I want to tell y'all is tire protection. Out here in the western part of the United States, we got a lot of those, what they call them, goat heads. Goat heads. I even lived in New Mexico once for a little while. They had thorns. Man, they're about the size of like a little nail. And I had one go through my truck tire. And that was a 6-ply truck tire. It wasn't a 10-ply like what I got now. But this cactus nail went through a 6-ply. So there's tough shit out there that'll go through your tires. And I spent about a month testing and trialing and testing and trialing. So this is what I've come across. And I haven't had a flat in a couple months now. And we ride hard. We ride heavy. You know, me on that bike is 300 pounds. So what I did, even though these are soft ass bullshit Huffy tires, I mean, they're just soft. You can tell they're not going to last long. I get that Mr. Tuffy liner, put it in there, and then let me open the garage door and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I can't show you the part because it's already in the tire, but see this here? This is like a rubber liner for your garage door. They make it to where it's like it sits and then it's flat. It's basically a 2.5-inch wide flat piece of rubber, and it's rolled up. You can buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's or any True Value, Ace Hardware, and it has a little, like, it's flat and then it has a little T on the end of it where it can fit into the metal. You can just cut that off and you got a flat piece of rubber, right? That's all I was looking for, a flat piece of rubber for cheap. So they got them. They're for garage doors. Go check them out. And it's $1 a foot. So you can't go wrong. But it's like a 15-foot pack, so it's like $15. I'm like, hell yeah. So one pack will do 2 tires. So I bought 2 packs. I did both our tires. So all 4 of these tires that you see here have a Mr. Tuffy liner, which was thick. It's not thick. It's hard to puncture. And it's a hard, plasticky type rubber. And then you have that other garage door sealer rubber that's flat. And that's a little bit softer, but it's wide. So you combine those together, and that's what's in every one of these tires, and not one puncture. I come after a week, the air hasn't leaked. It's been like a month now. I have not put air in this tire, and I ride this bike every weekend. So, man, I'll drive through the alleys, and there'll be like 20 of those goat heads or sheep heads, whatever you call them, stuck in the tire. Like, literally just littered with those things. And just pick them out and keep on riding. No freaking problem. Specialized Infinity. So they have some protection in there too. I'm trying to see if I can find some thorns stuck in there. There's one right there. See it? Where's another one? Where's it at? There's one right there. It's been there a while. You can tell it's like discolored. And let me see if I can find one more maybe. No? Yeah, right there. There's another one. They just break off and stay in there. I don't even give a shit anymore. There's another one. I can feel it. It's like they're in there, man. I've seen people put loading straps in their tires. This Mexican dude was loading straps. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. It's a cloth, man. They're just not going to stop a thorn. So basically, it's 2 thick pieces of rubber now that's on the top. So you got your Mr. Tuffy, and you got your garage door liner. I had a thorn go through the Mr. Tuffy and still puncture a tire. That's why I said I want to get a second layer. Now I want a second layer. If that don't work, I'm going to put a third freaking layer. But 2 layers seems to work. 2 layers. Those 2 layers right there. No more flats. I ain't got to buy $60, $70 tires. You know, or if you don't want to get the Mr. Tuffy, that's kind of high price too. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I'd have bought 2 bags of the garage door liner and just doubled it up, because you just need thickness. You're going to get a thorn in the tire. It's going to go through the Mr. Tuffy, because I've had it happen. But that thorn is only so long, so eventually it's going to stop. You just need thickness, and you need rubber thickness. That's what you need. You need a cushion in there. Well, to wrap this up with the port and polish on this bike, she's 120 pounds, and she gets going. With the 48.2 sprocket, she does about 34 at top speed. So it's not bad. It was a lot slower before I did port and polish. So that's enough talking. 17 minutes now. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the channel. Hey, I'm going to come up with a motorized bike music video soon. It's got to warm up over here though, but I got some pretty cool lyrics. I think it's kind of fun, and it's kid friendly. And if you want to support the channel, just give me a thumbs up, holler at me. If you got any ideas or whatever, shit, shoot me an idea. Y'all take it easy, Bike Revolution.